What's up, guys? So I've been building on this pyramid and this world for a little bit. I was just building this pyramid a second ago and I finished, and I thought I could make a video on it. I haven't uploaded in a while, but that's just, I've been trying to figure out how just life goes on and how life works, but I know it now, and I think I want to start my YouTube career over again. So today, we're going to be adding to this little civilization. And the first thing I'm adding is an oasis. So this is going to have a seven-step oasis. So the first step is going to be outlining the whole area, the premises, whatever, because I'm gonna build like a resort almost. Step 2 is gonna be like building the walls, building everything, basically doing most of the work. Step 3 is going to be adding some details on the building and around it. Step 4, I want to add palm trees around here to make it look like it's like the Bahamas or something like that. Step 5, I'm going to add a ton of greenery, a ton of bushes, a ton of stuff. It's going to be looking really lush. Step 6 is going to be the small details. So the tiny, itsy-bitsy details. Number 7, I'm going to add the lighting because it gets pretty dark in this desert. So let's get right into it in step 1, outlining. When I think of a resort, I think of kind of a mansion, almost. But it's not a mansion. And we're actually doing ancient Egypt, which ancient Egypt is ancient. So I want to make a grand entrance right here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be a archway. A beautiful archway, if you will. And I think I want it like this. And I'm going to start out by spreading it out into sort of a pattern, like a grid almost. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, actually, I kind of don't want it to be even. Not really, but I can kind of eyeball it. If I need to fix some terrain while I'm doing it, I will. But it's pretty much just, it's okay, because this is a really flat area. And it was naturally flat, so I'm grateful for that. And then I'm going to add this outline. Now, I want to separate it into the lobby. So this is going to be the lobby where they kind of blah blah blah. It's ancient Egypt, people. It's not going to be like a real resort. Then we're going to have a hallway. And the hallway is going to lead into a big sort of room thingy. And I'll get to this part later. We're going to have a door here and here. And we're going to build the outlining here. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Here we go. It's kind of small, but that's how it is. I think this is good. I think this is a good outlining for now. Now it's time to get to step 2. filling it, kind of building it, like basically just building the walls. I'm gonna start with the exterior walls first, then I'm gonna work on the interior walls. The thing with Egypt is they were very smart. They were really smart. You could ask them a problem in your 6th grade science class. They'd probably know about 10% of the answers. And if you ask them math questions from your 8th grade class, whew, they'll get all of those probably correct. They were super smart. They were like the early Einstein. Very early. They actually aligned their pyramids with the stars, and that's how they used locating and mapping with stars. And that's also how a lot of other cultures used, I should say, that. But yeah, so the exterior walls are coming out pretty good. I kind of want it to be tall to stick out more, but it's okay if I can't get it too tall, because obviously it would look kind of off-putting if it was too tall. And I don't like pudding or off-putting. I really don't like pudding. There's the exterior walls. Now it's time for the interior walls. And actually, you might hear a ton of theories on how the pyramids were built, and you might actually know some off of the top of your head, but trust me, I know a lot because I'm really fascinated about the Egyptians and what they did and how they got to like where they were. That's such an amazing civilization, and I've always wanted to go to Egypt, specifically Giza, to see the pyramids. One day I will, though. One day I will. And I'll be there, and I will take photos, and I'll be happy. But for now, it's Minecraft. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Minecraft. Minecraft is a nice little escape. It's a nice, very good, relaxing thing to do. But now I'm going to add ceiling, because we don't want this place to be raining down on you while you're in it. And the Egyptians did have fully fledged houses, and they were actually an inspiration for almost every single culture's homes. So they were a big deal. They also helped Greece and many other things. The thing about the Egyptians is they're smart, obviously, and they were really skilled in what they were doing. Whoa, that's a creepy noise. Ew. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the thing about Egyptians is that, why do I keep hearing these creepy noises? Ew. Okay, there we go. The thing about the... Oh my god, what is that? It sounds like a creature digging in the sand. Yeah, so the thing about the Egyptians, they're really smart, but they could also build something that you couldn't with an infinite amount of materials and an infinite amount of time. They could build it 100 times better in 100% less of the time. Almost, like, basically 100% less of the time. They could build the pyramids, which literally took only 10, basically each pyramid took around 10 to 15 years, which a modern building with cranes and materials that we have today could be done in maybe 2 years. So they're pretty advanced for their time. And time is money. Time is money. But the reason they were so advanced, the reason I think they were so advanced, is because they had all the time in the world. Literally all the time. Nothing really even existed at that time. Not anything. Like your great grandparents, they weren't alive. Your great great grandparents, they weren't alive. Your great 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 grandparents probably were not alive. Actually, no, they were 100% alive. Not alive. Maybe your great times 6 were alive, but that's only if you have a good, like, heritage or a good big family, which I don't have. But it's, yeah, it was a long time ago. So they had basically all the time in the world. They had like hundreds of years to advance and hundreds of years to do really whatever. They didn't have to build the pyramids. They didn't have to do really anything. They didn't even have to be smarts. They could have just stayed like other civilizations and just stick with boring stuff. But they decided to stand out. And I think the reason they decided to stand out is because they knew that they were early. They were early in the world. They didn't think that they were... Me personally, I don't think they thought that they were in the present. I'm 100% sure they thought they were in the past. And I think they built the pyramids and they knew that the future for them, but the present for us would be really just ponder on it for years and years and years. I feel like they knew that, and so they decided they wanted to cover up all their tracks and be mysterious, be all tough. Oh yeah, but I don't think they knew how much of the impact that they could make on the world. I think if modern Egypt was in today, and they had all the materials, they could build a whole century's worth of architecture and modern architecture in probably just a decade. Which a decade is 10 years, and a century is only is 100. This roof is coming out nice. I don't think I want it to have the tip. I think I just want to finish this layer and just top it off with slabs. You might have watched some of my earlier videos. Back then trust me, I was not good. I was horrible. I didn't know a single thing. You would ask me how to make a TNT, and I would have to think for a whole 30 minutes. And I would say something like paper and creeper spawners or whatever, I don't know. Creeper brains, I don't know. Random stuff like that. I probably wouldn't have. I think this is our... I think this is step 2 complete. Now, it's time for step 3, which is details. I love details. I love the tiny details. Now, the Egyptians, of course, they had access to smelting, or whatever. They had access to all this modern voodoo stuff, but they didn't use most of it. They didn't really use glass. They kind of just left the window like a window. They knew how to make glass. They just didn't use it. Trust me, they knew how to make glass, but they didn't really use it. So I'm not using it. I'm just using holes in the wall, which are cool. Holes are cool. What do you guys think about the Egyptians? What do you think they really did, or really wanted, or do you think they're just another plain power-wanting civilization? Or do you think they actually thought about this? I don't think I should add window sills or window covers. I think it's good. I do think I should add interior now, because, well, I love interior. They didn't have doors. No, they didn't really have doors. They did have couches. Not really couches, but they had things to sit on. So they're going to be staring at nothing. Actually, no. They're not going to stare at nothing. My citizens of this thing, whatever, is not going to be bored. They're going to have a good painting. I just need to find something that looks like what would be... Maybe. Sure, I'll let it slide. That's good. Oh, no. Nah. Yeah, it's the same painting, but it's fine. Like, who really cares? Ah, I don't like that noise. It sounds scary. Okay, I think the details for now are done. The details of the building. So step 3 complete. It's time for step 4, which is actually my favorite step so far. We're going to be making palm trees, which, of course, they don't have palm trees in Minecraft. So we're going to be making our own. And I've made palm trees before in my other worlds, but I've never really added a lot. And I think the perfect material is going to be ancient debris. And let's see. Oak. I think azalea leaves. Let's just do a little test thing and see how it looks. Let's see, does that look good? Kind of like the palm tree? I think it looks like a palm tree. I think our palm trees are cool. I think they're good, and I think this is the style I'll be using. to make my palm trees. Now just to do that maybe like 12 more times. This is gonna be fun. Okay. I think as I build these, they're gonna get better and better. But for now, I'm still stuck with this, which is it's good, but it can be better. So I'm gonna work on this. No. Oh. One time, I was at a park, and a palm tree, like, the leaves, when the leaves start dying, it kind of, like, just regrows new leaves, but it starts to build up at the tip of it, of the palm tree, I think, don't, like, that's not fact, I'm pretty sure, and so it has to fall down once enough of it builds up onto the tree, and it's like a really cool thing. So the palm tree kind of like just drops it, and it makes a big bang on the ground when it hits. And I was there when it happened one time, and it was really loud and sudden, and kind of spooked me a little bit. I didn't really know that, but my mom explained to me what it was, and I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Can't really remember. But yeah, so the Egyptians actually, I don't really think they had palm trees. They probably did, because palm trees they don't really need water, so they probably had palm trees in Giza. I want to know kind of how you guys think the Egyptians made the pyramids, because I have a lot of different theories. A couple I've just watched like videos on, but a couple of them I think I have come up with, which I'm not a whole conspiracy theorist, but I do like Egyptians, which I've already stated this. Once I'm done with these palm trees, I think I should just add different trees, like regular trees too. Because an oasis maybe might just not have only palm trees. It could have a lot of different other trees, but I'll get to that later. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's a good amount, but I do think I should add maybe like 2 more over here. And I'm gonna make a big one, and the fly. Yeah, I'm gonna add a big one, not a too big one, but wow, that palm tree's big one. What do you guys think? One more right here? Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. So, I think I should probably state what my theory is for how the Egyptians built the pyramids. I think some of these are logical and some of them aren't. Like the water elevator theory, I truly believe that is not what happened. I don't think that they could have water elevators at all, or water streams at all, because it would take them like 10 runs to do it, to get in and get out, basically, because the Nile River, which I'm pretty sure this is what I want the Nile River to be, it only flooded once a year, so that means it would take them only 10 floods to get the water, and of course water evaporates, so it can't really be. Palm trees, though, complete. There's the palm trees. So level 4, or step 4, whatever, complete. Step 5, greenery, which I already have greenery, but man, you know, leaves are pretty, and pink leaves, ooh, pink leaves like that. Ooh, I like that. The Egyptians did have flowers and leaves, and pharaohs actually had bouquets and whatever. They did have flowers, and they loved flowers. Because every culture loves flowers. They're beautiful. And I think having flowers in a resort is a good idea. Because resort, when you think of resort, I think of like Florida, or like a hotel, and like a beach, kind of. You think this is enough greenery? Well, I think not. I have a new idea I want to do, and the cactuses are honestly not in it. We're going to make a pathway made of gravel and sand, which I don't really need to add the sand. I can just carve out spots where I can put the gravel. And if I don't like it, I can always change it. Okay, yeah, yeah. But I think what I want to do is I want to have cactuses. And I want to have the cactus have the pink flower, but I don't know what it is, so that sucks for me. I think it's on this, and I think it's here. Oh yeah, it's the cactus flower. It's in here, so it's fine. I got it. I'm gonna make it like a pathway of cactuses leading you to the resort. Where I come from, cactuses are everywhere, but they don't have flowers on them, which I think if they did have flowers, they'd be way prettier, but sadly mine don't. But yeah, maybe a little bit more. Actually, a lot of bit more. Now I just need to make them different sizes. and then add the flowers onto them. These flowers are beautiful, and I think it makes a nice touch to it. I might have overdone it just a little bit, but hey, cactuses are awesome. So I think that's greenery pretty much done. Step 6 is small details, which my version of small details I think is small, which small can also be described as buttons. But buttons are small, you know. So I'm gonna like scatter these around as like rocks. Oh no. That is so sad for that cactus. Oh no, I feel so bad for him. I hope he didn't have a family. So I'm just gonna scatter these around as rocks and gravel and just whatever you want it to be, imagination, whatever. And I think that's the tiny rocks complete, but that's not all the tiny details I want to do. I think this water needs to be more involved, but I'll do that. Maybe I won't do that. So I think that's pretty much just small details. It's okay. Time for step 7, lighting, which I already have this light, and it's light. Light is awesome. I love light. Light is the light of my life. So I'm just gonna sprinkle these around to make it bright when it's dark, because I'm pretty sure they had light. I honestly don't know. I don't even think they did, but it makes the room complete having light. So I'm adding light. And some additional come on. Okay. We're not done. I want to add some around the premises and area to make it look even more alive. And at the top too. I think that's it. I think we might be done with our oasis. Here it is next to my pyramid, which honestly, this looks amazing. I love it so much. I love it. But there is just a tiny bit of things I could add, which are just more details that I could add, or I couldn't. I mean, good. Okay. I think I am. So I'm gonna look for a specific thing I'm looking for. Yeah. You heard me. A thing. I don't know what it is. It's, let me search up. It's like a pot. It's this thing. Egyptians had these everywhere. They stored water, they stored sand. I don't know why they needed to store sand, but they stored a ton of stuff in these things. I'm gonna throw these around, and I want this to be like a supply closet, so there you go. That's closet supplied, or whatever. And I want this thing. How do you do this? I honestly don't know. I've never made one of these pots, so who knows how it will turn out. I think you just go like this, or you just go like this, or like this, or like this, maybe like this, like this. I don't know. However you do it, I'll find out in a different video, because I think it's time for me to go. One more thing, I just want to add some fire, because fire's pretty cool, and I like the smoke. Actually, no, I don't like the smoke. I'm joking. I love it. No, I'm taking it away. I don't like it. But there we have it. Our oasis with this beautiful sunset in the back. And guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. And peace out.